ಚಿತ್ತಾರ ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿತ್ತಾರ ಬಾರೋದಕ್ಕ ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲಿಗೋ ಗೆಳೆಯ ಚಿತ್ತಾರನ್ಯಾರೇ ಬಾರದವರು ಶೋಭನ ಚಿತ್ತೂವರನ್ಯಾರೇ ಬರದರೋ ಮದ್ದಿನ ಗಿತ್ತಿ ಅಕ್ಕಮ್ಮೋ ಜ್ವಾಲೆ ಬಾರೋದಾಳೆ ಶೋಭನ ಇದೊಂದು ಹಾಡಿದೆ.
I think one important thing about also discovering Chittara, the elements, the symbols, was also stumbling upon songs, different artists. Of course, though very few artists are, very few people are able to recollect those songs and sing. Right. But songs are a very, very integral part of whether it's songs, I think riddles, proverbs, and these are very, very integrally tied to Chittara. Yeah. You were narrating, right? Like how they used to, in older days, they used to sing. Why don't you tell us about that?
So normally these people are farmers, so they go in the morning, come back in the evening, attend to the housework, and in the night, without electricity, what you call panju, that's what you call in English, that kind of a light or lamp they hold. So two ladies will hold those lamp, and the other two artists will draw the Chittara. So you can imagine the love they have so much for the Chittara. And while they are drawing, so other 3-4 people will sing and will sit and sing the song. Chiding goes on, a lot of chiding happens. For example, they say that, oh my God, you have not, instead of drawing a nice refined line, you have drawn some crooked, something else. So then they reply. So all this goes on throughout the night, mostly like. Yeah. So it comes in like, Uttumbigara manaya chacha manige chittara ninnare baradoru. So it goes on like this, there's just a few.
I really like that song because they tease this person who is drawing it, saying we asked her to draw Madanaki, she went off to watch the bridegroom's, the procession. Yeah. We asked her to draw, something, and then she's drawn a gindi instead of a Madanaki. We asked her to draw this, she drew that. So there's a little bit of bantering, teasing that goes on. It's a very cute.
And the mother-in-law goes away to welcome the son-in-law. So a lot of things like this, It's very
also the reason behind, why would you sing when you're drawing, right? A lot of people may say, oh, but when you're drawing, don't you need concentration? If you're somebody singing and chiding and you're replying to them, doesn't that break your concentration? But the fact is, like Geeta brought up, that they would come back from the farm tired, right? And Chittara was a form of release, it was a form of meditation for them, and also a form of, being together with the family, with the community. So in that exhaustion, to be able to do something so perfect and so you would get tired, you would get sleepy, So if somebody is constantly keeping you engaged, with this music and
the bantering and the chiding.
Yes. So you have your mind stays alert. So then your Chittara comes out beautifully, as well as you're, developing this whole amount of like rich heritage, these songs, teaching your children about it. That's how children learn, right? Being around tradition, being around customs, seeing it every year. That's how they learn. So I think we should talk about Sifriya's symbol. That's one of the main motives of Chittara, the Gudina Hakki.
So Gudina Hakki, there are two versions about this. So these kind of birds are seen around this area. And as I said, these people are farmers, so they go in the morning, come back in the evening, and they see if the Gudina Hakki sitting on their houses. So it indicates happiness for them. It's kind of, oh my God, it's taking care of my house. So this is one version. The other version, depending on the region, so the female bird has hatched and the male bird has gone to get food, and the female bird is waiting anxiously for his return. So these are all the things which we learn. And so beautiful.
And again, there's a song around that. So the queen of that Gudu,
which he converts to his lover.
Yes. This male bird is, asking the female bird to sing along. My queen comes sing along with me. Let us sing together.
There's no one like you.
Yes. It's a beautiful song again. And the beauty of the Gudina Hakki is also that it's most of the forms are all two-dimensional, right? In Chittara, as you can see. So the Gudina Hakki, it's a very simple thing. So the body, the hands, the wings are like this, and the head can turn this way or this way. It's a very simple. So is she looking this way or is she looking that way? Right? so beautiful, such simple things, and so much is communicated
Yeah,
through it.
exactly. So all these songs, the riddles, all these little we have introduced in our book so that people know how rich this culture is, not just the Chittara. But many times, where people or students ask us, there's nothing on Chittara, we don't know what is it, whatever is available on the net or something, and then they distort the whole thing, So I think we are quite proud to say that they brought in a lot of facts in our book.
And it's, I think I'd like to emphasize that it is in the voice of the artist. It is
Yes.
not Geeta, Namrata or Smita talking about
Yes,
Chittara.
yes.
It is actually the artists, the numerous artists we have met,
Yes.
both senior and junior
Junior
artists, and
artists,
the
yeah.
kind of art that they bring to the plate, their thoughts, their opinions, and their interpretations. So, like folk art is open to interpretation, right? And it depends on who is drawing and their environment. Environment keeps changing. So we've tried to bring those elements in also, where the interpretation of certain symbols might differ. Although the symbols will be the same, region to region, how it is used, how it is represented, will be different, and we've tried to bring in those aspects also into the book, because those are important, because those actually value and don't stereotype an art, or they don't confine it to a certain definition, but leave it to interpretation, leave it to change for the future, and it leaves a lot to the artist's interpretation of things. Even filling the symbols, there is no, it completely depends on each artist's creativity, what they decide to fill, and what pleases them and brings aesthetic. It's I think it changes from artist to artist.
Yeah.
That is aspect that we are trying to bring into our book. Whether it is songs, their sayings, their their quotes, the processes they follow, the their struggles. I think that is also something that we have to bring into the picture. Why are very few people practicing Chittara? What are the challenges that the artists are facing? What do they think about Chittara? How it should be taken forward? How what is the future?
How would they like to take it forward?
How would they like to take it forward? And what do these experts, people who worked with these artists or writers, what do the experts say? We are fortunate to have had Sri Nadi Sosa's inputs for this project. That was the very first thing that we were able to document in our book. Unfortunately, we were not able to show it to him. We tried a lot, but he unfortunately passed away. But being a prolific writer that he is, and he's worked extensively.
And he was
on
so happy when we told him that we are
Chittara,
coming on with the book. And
so his opinions, like what he felt should be about the future of Chittara. We've tried to document all that into the book.